Hey guys, welcome to Chat with KST. I'm your girl Kay, and today I actually wanted to discuss an incident that happened with Sukihana and her feeling violated, or it seeming as if being violated by a young man, but not at one, actually two young men. Now I'm not sure if I'm saying this young man's name correctly, but YK Osiris. So basically, you will see this video clip floating around the internet. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's making me uncomfortable. But you see this video floating around the internet where he kisses Sukihana. Now this man is not dating Sukihana, as far as I know. He is not with Sukihana sexually, as far as I know. So my thing is, why are you kissing someone that you don't know on the lips? Why are you trying to tongue kiss someone that you don't know on the lips? I feel like it doesn't matter how friendly a conversation get, it doesn't matter how sexual a conversation get, until the person gives you the green light and says, hey, I want to kiss you, I want to be more intimate with you, I want to touch you, I want to do this with you. There's no reason why that should even be done. And even when she pulls away and pulls her body away from you, you still then proceed to do it yet again, as if you can't read the room. I feel like that's something that people need to learn how to do. Read someone's body language. Read how someone responds to you. They say 97% of communication is non-verbal. So look at how the person is responding to you and what it is that you're doing. Now Sukihana was very vocal about this, and it seemed to have made her uncomfortable, but it didn't just only make Sukihana uncomfortable, it made a lot of us uncomfortable. And another person who spoke out was Amber Rose, and this is what Amber Rose had to say. Are we really going to sit back and let this happen to Sukihana? She was sexually assaulted and no one did anything. This is the entertainment business, and she is an entertainer, using her lyrics and her persona as an excuse to physically touch her and force her without her consent is absolutely disgusting. What happened to protect Black women? I cried watching this video, and I am sure a lot of women have as well. She continues by saying, I'm sorry you had to go through that at Sukihana. My heart breaks for you. And I think, contrary to everything that's been going on in the media with Amber Rose and her not being Black and all these other things, I feel like her message was definitely appropriate for the situation, and something that I can definitely agree with, right? Feeling as though she shouldn't have been violated like this. And this isn't the only man who has violated Sukihana in the past week. Another man has violated Sukihana. He flashed a picture of his wiener at her, an unsolicited picture of his wiener at her.
Huge dick to me.
5 inches?
Yeah, that's big to me.
No, okay.
That's super big. I love that size.
I know my mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. No, seriously, because you know, some people got all their dick and they just be damn stabbing it.
That pussy spit, and I know it do. I watched you walk in this motherfucker.
So you can tell by my walk?
I can tell by your walk that pussy spit.
Hey, you a country nigga. Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Campbellton Road to be exact. What's happening with it? Oh yeah, I want to smell your pussy. I want to put my face in your pussy. You say Suki with the good coochie, you know what I'm saying? You be talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that. We can go to the back and I can come back and give her.
You want to smell my ass?
I might put my tongue down that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, A1.
But we gonna start with the sniffing though.
You are aggressive.
She love that shit, man. Look at her. She like that old shit.
No, I don't.
You love that shit.
No, I mean after, like, during sex maybe, but you know, that not right now.
Nah, all that shit you talk. Fuck that. You done met your match. I'm here. What's up?
So listen, hold on.
This man is
Okay.
I feel like these things have to stop. I feel like men have to learn boundaries and realize that yes, you can communicate a certain way to someone. Yes, you can say all these things, but that doesn't mean that at the end of the day, you go out there now and you cross other people's boundaries. It would be the equivalent to saying, okay, well, rappers who rap about violence automatically should be getting into bar fights, automatically should be getting into fights with everyone in the industry, should automatically be just ready to fight all the time, right? And that's not the truth. Even though the songs may contain violence in them, it's a way for rappers to express what they have in them and get that internalized anger outside and get that released, right? And it's the same way as women, how Sukihana can have certain desires that she have on the inside, and she can use her entertainment and the way she speaks and her art and her creative juices to express that externally. That doesn't mean that she's asking for sex or asking to be hit on in an appropriate way everywhere that she goes. I feel like it's just like, I heard someone say this to me a couple years ago. If a woman walks outside naked, does that mean that she's asking you to have sex with her? And that is totally incorrect. Is she asking every man that sees her to have sex with her because she's outside naked? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? So is it outside of the societal norm for you to be outside naked? Absolutely. But does that mean that she's automatically asking for sex? And I feel like this is what I'm trying to bring full circle as it pertains to the Sukihana situation. I feel like Sukihana is not asking for every single man with a thing between his leg dangling to approach her for sex or to approach her about things in a sexual manner. I feel like she's just expressing how she is, and she's just doing that. And when she's speaking about doing these things to the men that she's actually with. She's not saying that she's doing that with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Sukihana has never said, oh, I'm a prostitute and I want to do these things to every single man walking. No, she has expressed doing these things, whatever sexual thing she has expressed being done, to the men that she's with. So that did not give that did not give YK Osiris any reason to do what he did, or the other gentleman to show her the picture of his you-know-what and expose her to that. Like, it's unsolicited, and it's just like, you can make people feel really uncomfortable by that. Now, there are other people who are gonna say, hey, whatever energy you put out there, that's what you're gonna get back. You put out all that sexual energy, you're gonna get back that sexual energy in return. Be prepared for it. And it would be the same thing with the violence, right? If you're a rapper and you put out violence in your music, be prepared and ready to receive that violence back in return. So I just hope that this is an eye-opener to Sukihana and other women to be very mindful of the energy that they're projecting onto the world, because whatever you project onto the world is what you're going to get into return. And you have to be mindful as to what you're presenting to other people. Yes, people shouldn't be crossing your boundaries. However, you do have to be mindful of the signals that you're sending to other people, because YK Osiris, he wouldn't have just walked up to like an Angela Yee or a Beyonce or another chick and just kissed her on the lips, because that's not the energy that they're projecting onto the world. You know what I mean? So as women, we just do have to be mindful of the energy that we project. So this is not to exempt Sukihana from the situation and the role that she has played, without blaming her for his behavior, because you can hold yourself accountable for the role that you play in a situation without being at fault for the actual situation that you're involved in. And I feel like where Sukihana can take some accountability in this situation is just to be more mindful of what she's putting out there, and definitely saying that YK Osiris, whatever this guy's name is fully responsibility for his own actions and should check himself before he does that ever again to another woman. He did apologize, and let me try to find his apology here real quick. He said, I want to publicly offer my sincerest apology to Sukihana. In an attempt to be playful, I misread the moment and violated Sukihana's boundaries. I understand the importance of consent and I am embarrassed by my behavior. I take full responsibility and have made multiple attempts to apologize. I have the utmost admiration for Sukihana and it was never my intention to disrespect her. So I appreciate his apology. I appreciate the fact that he can take himself, because when you're in a situation, you might not be able to read the room as much, but when you're outside of the situation and you look at your own self in that situation, you'd be like, oh damn, I really messed up there. So I like the fact that he can be introspective and say, hey, you know what, in that moment in time, I really did make a huge mistake. Now, with that being said, I just hope that he does what needs to be done to move forward and never have this situation happen again. He does have to allow Sukihana the time and grace that she needs to heal from this, right? Because it could be it's embarrassing. It's like, come on, what just happened? You know, like these situations, even though they can seem minuscule to others, it can be major setbacks for one own self, because now Sukihana's wondering, like, did I do something wrong? Did this, did that, you know? So I feel like he just has to allow Sukihana the time that she needs for herself to heal from this and to move forward, and allow her to take time to forgive. But those are my thoughts and opinion on this situation. Of course, you guys know me, I look for earful opinion on the situation. So put your thoughts and comments down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear it. Do you think Sukihana was wrong? Do you think YKO Cyrus was the one that's wrong? I can never remember how to say this man's name. But do you think he was wrong? Do you think as women we need to be mindful of the message we're sending? Or do you think that men need to watch the boundaries that they are about to cross? Or do you think it's a mixture of both? Share your thoughts and comments down below, and also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll chat next time. Bye.